Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Scott. I'm here at my workshop. It is 4:20 in the afternoon on the 7th to 6th Sunday at 17 degrees. I'm just going to explain a few things. I'm an Aussie Battler and I've been competing in motorsport since I was 15 years of age. I've competed at Newcastle Motordrome in fender benders for 6 years, and I competed at Parramatta Speedway for 4 years, driving a bender. I've been an Aussie Battler since then, and due to my mum passing away when I was 15 years of age, I've been competing in motorsport. Just panning around, as you can see this car here. To run this car consistently and efficiently, it cost quite a bit of money for the entry. It varies from $1,150 for a East Coast Series or Clubman Series, and for the AMSAG Series $850. It could be even less, just depending on the clerk of the course. These black tyres you see down here are MRF softs. They range from $325 to $330 a tyre, and this tyre here is a entry level 195/65 tyre for competition. It's for up and coming drivers who are starting out, and they're $295 a tyre. The sponsor on the car there, you see, that's Michael Valentine. He's kindly gave me Karen, his secretary, and the lady who helps Michael out with his advertising and that, to navigate for me in the AMSAG series. And the gentleman here on the rear windscreen is Steve Hodgins. He's a person that lives in Canberra, and Steve helps me navigate at the East Coast Series or the Clubman Series when Karen's unable to travel from Muswellbrook. So, as you can see, that's Burton's Auto Gear. They help me with spare parts. But the thing I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, I was just panning back around, that motor racing is an expensive sport, and for an Aussie Battler like myself that's worked since the age of 15 years of age, I've put everything into my fender bender racing, my rally car, and gave it everything. Unfortunately, it cost $150 in fuel each time I fill the four-wheel drive up. It could be at $2.05 a litre, as I was saying, or $2.08 a litre. The rally car takes $101. It's a 70-litre tank. The Toyota is a 90-litre tank, and the reserve tank is a 60-litre tank, and it probably takes about $120, depending on the price of the fuel. The tyres, as I said, are expensive. The entry is expensive. It takes me some days 2 days to drive there, to a day to drive to some of the closer stuff. But I want to be a ambassador for people with dyslexia and autism, and I give it everything I've got, 110%. I want to make it a 50-50 thing where sponsors can get it all, their tax deductible, get all their money back, and get people in their door to sell their products online, or I wear their name on my t-shirt, hat, and race suit, and on this race car here. So I quickly pan back around. The name can go anywhere on the rear there, or any spaces I've got, as you can see. I appreciate all the help from Burton's, Whips Injuries, MV Solar, Australian Race Signs, Warfab Motorsport and Engineering. I appreciate all the help they've given us to help me to get on the racetrack, but unfortunately I need funding, and it's very expensive to compete every week, the weekends that I put down for the calendar. from the first race series right through to the last one. Unfortunately, it cost a load of funding. So I'm not trying to be rude, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to scam anybody, and I'm not trying to rot anybody. I'm trying to give people with dyslexia and autism a chance to get out there and do their sport or do their passionate the same I am. I'm passionate, dedicated, and committed to racing this car behind me, giving it 110%, giving sponsors good advertising, good value for money, and good bang for buck. So I'm trying to say that I'm been in the sport now since I was 15. I ran fender benders at Newcastle Motorrome for 6 years. I ran stock cars at Newcastle Speedway for 6 years, and at Parramatta I ran fender benders for 4 years. Then as I said, I won a 2011 Carnicross series, and in 2012, 13, 14, I won the club class championship in the Rally Sprint series. Then I won, in 2015, I won the Rally Sprint class championship, and at the moment I'm doing very well, but it's very hard to compete with very lack of funds. But I've worked all my life, I've put everything I've got into it, and I just need a little bit of support and help. And the companies that help me and come on board and put their money in, I'll guarantee you that you won't be let down, and your money will be well spent, and you'll be able to get good claims back on it, and have people come through your door to keep your door and your business open, so you can sell your stuff online, and people can talk about this rally car and my Sherry Rally Sport, saying that they watched me on the 2nd of August at the Rally of the Bay, or the 9th of August at Bago. Just pan around. The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, this car is very expensive. It costs a lot of money to compete every weekend, and when you put everything into it, and every dollar and everything you've got, and unfortunately you lack the funds of running, you need companies' support. And motor racing, rallying is the second most popular sport in the in the motorsport catalogue. Just come back. Rallying is the second most popular sport in the thing. Formula One is first, and then rallying, V8 supercars, and then onwards and downwards. But the thing is, I give it everything I've got. I've got dyslexia and autism, but I do not let that stop me. I keep telling boys and girls, never give up, never quit, never let people tell you you can't, and give it everything you've got. And as I said, this car behind me, on the 2nd of August, I've got to take it down to get it scrutineered from Phil at Wagga, and I'll leave my workshop, go to Wagga and see Phil and that, and get it passed, and then I've got to go and get it ready for the rally. That's if I can get the funding to compete, and it's $6,500 I need to go to the Rally of the Bay, because it's a expensive thing. But the thing is, it won't be always that much. As I said, it varies from price to price. I'm trying to be upfront and giving a good setback on what things are costing, what it costs to go motorsport. And as I said, the tyres, the fuel, the entry, and things like that cost, and it costs quite a bit to do that every time in an 8-round series or a 6-round series. As I said, it can take 2 days to travel to a rally meeting. It can take 1 day to travel. It's just depending on where the location of the rally is held, or like at Bulladilla or Bega or Bateman's Bay or Kumanook, or even at Bago. So it varies. Anyway, it's now 4:30 in the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate this. It's Sunday, as I said. I hope I've explained it. I'll put this on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. And also I'll try to put something on Facebook in the next couple of days to tell you viewers. But if you like, please subscribe and give your likes and please subscribe. I'm Scott from Sherry Rally Sport. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and hope Monday and the rest of the week goes well. Thank you very much. See you later.